We're recording, and it is November 13th, and I am Kerri Schmidt, and this is the Leaders Push Call, and I am your push coach for the rest of the month, and then hopefully continuing on after that. We are pushing to the end of the year because urgency is very, very important. Urgency, you guys know this, having a goal, having a reason to push for a goal is really why we do just about anything, right? Having a reason to push. It's the fun of it for some of us. Other people say, I believe it causes me great anxiety. That's what I hear from a lot of people. They're like, urgency can be a good thing unless I fail. And then if I fail, then it's not a good thing anymore. Then I'm just feeling crappy about myself. Have you guys ever been in that situation where you set a goal and you didn't make it and then you just felt crappy? Yeah, cool, me too. That's like every day of my freaking life. That's just what it is to be me. It's fine, it happens to the best of us, but we get to decide how we feel about it. That's the thing, like even with your challengers, and I bet you guys have challengers who are like this, challengers who are like, hey, I tried the program, I think it's too hard, I just think I better start over with something easier. What is hard? Like, who gets to decide what that is? They do, right? They get to decide what's hard to them. They can try PIO, and to them, hard might be what, that they're sweating, that they have to modify. I modify the crap out of everything. Did you guys do the 15-minute shift shop? Like, what the heck? I was modifying in a 15-minute workout. I'm like, I used to be an athlete. What happened to me? It was crazy. But that's the thing is, like, everybody on this call is developing a mindset of perseverance. I'm speaking New York. That's how you guys speak here, right? Yeah. Okay, perseverance, guys. We've got to develop the skill to continue pushing forward even when we feel like we've failed. And we've all been there. I think I've had the same goals for like the entire 4 years that I've been a coach. Like the very first year, I was like, I'm about to be a 5-star on your ass. I'm about to be a 5-star so hard. You guys, I had no idea what that would entail. Like I knew, I was like, okay, well, I built myself to diamond and I did that real fast with a bunch of discount codes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just 4 more times. I can freaking do that. That's no big deal. I didn't get it. I didn't get the concept of attrition. I didn't get that there was so much more to this business than just like building trees. Okay. So that took me a while to learn, and being able to build leaders. You don't know what you don't know. And so if you've been in that situation, then this is me bringing the urgency to you. This time of year has always been a really special one to me, but especially in the past 5 years, this time of year has been especially important to me. Not just because of the turkey and the turkey nachos that I like to make. If you guys don't know this about me, I love me some Thanksgiving nachos, invented by yours truly, carried out by Schmidt. You add a little gravy, you add a little cranberry sauce, you add turkey and cheese and all the Thanksgiving things on nachos. Try it this year, but that's not the reason that this is an important time of year. It's not because of Christmas, and it's not because of New Year's. It's because this time of year, January to be specific, is a time of year that someone really, really important to me got sober. And it's something that, like, even 5 years later, I like got goosebumps just saying that to you. Like, I could cry just telling you that someone that I love, someone that means the world to me, got sober. And I think a lot at this time of year about how hard that must have been. How hard that is every single freaking day. I mean, we do hard stuff every day, right? Like, hard. And then you look at something like that and it's like, okay, yeah, no, we come up against disappointment, but it's not even close to the same as somebody having to choose to not do what their body is telling them to do every single day. So to celebrate every year, I let this very important person in my life choose how they want to celebrate their sobriety, because I think it's something that really needs to be celebrated, right? So 2 years ago, she chose to jump out of a freaking airplane. Kerri fact, not a fan of heights, not a big fan of heights. I don't like falling. I don't like it at all. I enjoy high places if I am strapped into something that is not then going to throw me out. I like to stay in the high place and not fall out of the high place. Does this make sense? Not a high place kind of person. Now, here's the thing. I loved the outfit. I loved telling people that I was jumping out of an airplane. I loved the reason that I was jumping out of the airplane. I loved getting in the airplane and going up to the sky. Loved that part. I loved floating with a very handsome man strapped to my body. I didn't mind having a human being physically attached to me. That was great for me. The part I did not very much enjoy was the going out the door part where you fall to your death. Okay? Did not enjoy that part. In fact, it took the very handsome man strapped to my body doing a full barrel roll and being like, guess what? I believe in you. Roll out. And I'm like, you know, mask hitting me. And it was bad. It was not cute. There aren't pictures of this because there are pictures and there aren't pictures. Like the pictures, it was like it was bad. It was bad. I was freaking terrified the entire time. And I think about this experience a lot because I think we all get, especially this time of year, it can be easy to just wear the outfit. It can be easy to forget why we're doing it. And it can be easy to just like avoid the man that is attached to you and not have to jump. You know, we're waiting till January to jump, right? We're waiting until until there's urgency, until there's a reason, then we'll jump. But like, we have to be the ones to create that. We have to be the ones to create the urgency for ourselves. And something different motivates every single person on this call. Some of you are motivated by money. Some of you are motivated by recognition. Some of you are motivated by rank. Some of you can recognize that whether you're motivated by money, recognition, or rank, none of those things in and of themselves are going to actually push you to do shit. It has to be deeper than that. It has to be a lot deeper than that. What would get me to jump out of an airplane? Someone that I love was sober. If she can do that, I can jump or be pushed or rolled with force. But I did it, damn it. I still did it. And I'm willing to be the man strapped to your back. I'm willing to be that person for you guys. That's why you have coaches. That's why we're a part of a team. Sometimes you have to tell somebody your goals and say, I need you to be my success partner. You guys can be that for each other. But I want you to take a minute and just assess whether or not you're pushing towards anything. And if so, write in the comment. I want to hear what it is. What are you pushing towards? Like, what urgency do you have in your business? I can tell you when I decided I wanted to be a 2-star diamond coach, and I wanted to be a 2-star diamond coach because Marie, at that point, to go to leadership, you had to be a 2-star diamond coach. It wasn't 1-star then, it was 2-star. And in order to go to that, like I wanted to go, but mostly Marie was like, I'm going and you're coming with me. So figure it out. And I was like, oh, that'd be so fun to go to LA with Marie, with my coach, and get to do this new leader conference together. So I was kind of like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I couldn't possibly make it. And then 2 weeks before the like cutoff deadline, I was like, oh, but I really want to go. So then I had to do some crazy shit. And I did a lot of crazy shit. I'm going to share with you guys some of the crazy shit I've done to sign people up that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about because everybody wants it to seem like okay, if you just have enough urgency and you just invite enough people online and you just, do all the things that like, you'll just like sign everyone up and it's going to be awesome. But if you're just doing the things that are on this tracker, unfortunately, without urgency and without passion and without you getting creative, which is that's how you breed that creativity. You have to have a reason to come up with new ideas. Okay. So I think a lot of people kind of want to save face and be like, oh yeah, I hit this goal, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, you signed up your mom and your grandma and your grandpa. Like, let's just be real about it. Let's be real about the fact that your dog bought a challenge pack from you, right? Like, because you wanted to hit a goal and you got creative about how that was going to go down. And that's fine. I'm not dissing it. Nevaeh has totally bought a challenge pack for me before. I'm going to be straight up. I bought a challenge pack for my dad once before to hit a goal. Let's see, what are the other crazy ass things I've done to hit my goals in Beachbody? Because I want you to have like a realistic idea that I'm not just like, you should sign up. No, you should really sign up. And they're like, okay, Kerri, that's awesome. And then I sign up all the people and I build a team. Okay. No, that's not how it works. Honestly, if you looked at my business each month and only the people that I met online counted, I don't know that I would have ever hit Success Club. Like once. Like ever. Off of cold leads. It's not a strength of mine. Now, I just signed up the TSA agent who scanned my Shakeology and said, man, I've seen a lot of this coming through. Does it work? And I said, absolutely. It totally works. It's actually my company. I can get you a discount if you want. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I just need your email address real quick. I'll shoot you a text or I'll shoot you an email or whatever. And he's like, okay, cool. So yeah, he wrote back and he's totally down and wants a challenge pack at a discounted price this month. Like, that's my jam. That's my shit. And that's great. I know that about myself now, that if I want to hit a goal, I could spend 24 hours straight like this online, or I could go to the bar. And if I go to the bar, or if I go to a party, or if I go to a freaking jewelry party, or if I go to the zoo, or if I go to anything where there are human beings, I can talk to them and ask them how they're doing. And because of the work that I've put in online, because of the posts, they bring it up. They ask me what I'm doing. Or I start a conversation with them, ask how they're doing, and listen to see if there's any place that I could help them out, if they have any needs. Okay. So things that I did to get to 1-star to 2-star when I was 9 coaches away, and it was like a week and a half. I think it was over, and then last minute people like fall out and stuff. So some of the things that I did, I decided to do workouts in a elementary school gym every single day during the weekdays. So I did my workouts, my 21-day fix workouts, I did them publicly in a school gym. And if you came within 10 feet of me, you were invited to these free workouts. If you were in my school district, you were receiving emails. If you were the head of any kind of agency that was within like however many miles of the elementary school that I was leading these in, it wasn't my elementary school. It wasn't where I taught. I went and I got permission from somebody to lead these in the gym. By lead these, I mean, I legit played 21-day fix from a laptop computer and copied it and told them to copy it. If you need to modify, get closer so you can see the very teeny tiny person on the screen. Now, I started doing these and I did them consistently, and I told everybody about them. By the end of doing this, we had like 60 to 80 people showing up. Like I was like, I'm talking, I like put it out in the Garden City, like entire city Facebook page. of like, does anybody want to work out today? Because me and some friends are working out at this time and it's totally free. Why? Because I knew if they tried it, I knew if they tried the program, I knew if they tried the shake. Oh, that's another thing I did. Shake and share parties. It was BYOB, bring your own banana. People would show up to my house. They had to bring a banana for entry. Very funny to me. And I would blend up different types of shakes. I would share it with them. We did a 21-day fix food snack party, holiday party, have a healthy holiday food party and have people come over and bring food that follows it. I didn't give a shit if they had bought their challenge pack from someone else, because we know that coaches drop off like whatever, and I'm there. I am just there waiting for all of their people to fall into my arms when they quit. It's fine. I'm not quitting. I'm not going anywhere, and my people know that. But those are some things that I did around town. I went to races. I went to gyms. I asked to feature fitness professionals on my page. Hey, I love what you're doing for our community. I would love to highlight you and feature you on the page. Could we meet and can I ask you some questions? Got to know every fitness person in our town. Highlighted them on our page, gave them a shout out. So our relationship was really positive. Like, these are just a few ideas. I'm sure you guys can think of a lot more ideas if you decide to get creative. I did meal prep classes for free. I went to the community college and I walked in and I said, who's the head of the kitchen? Is there like a person in charge? And they said, oh, it's Murray. And she's like, hey, yeah, I'm over here. What's going on? I was like, I want to do a thing where I teach people about how to like meal prep. Can I do it here? And she was like, yeah, when? And I was like, like a Monday? Like at night or something? She was like, yeah, we could, like 7, we kind of closed down. I'm like, cool. Could we have food at all so we could practice the meal prepping thing, like with real food? Do you have like leftovers we could use? And she was like, yeah, probably. So we ended up being able to, we worked out for $5. People could come to my meal prepping course and walk away with lunches for a week. How much money did I make doing that specifically? 0. The $5 covered the cost of the food. I taught them with my little portion control containers. This is a red, this is a protein. How many does the average adult need? We're like doing little quizzes. I'm giving away packets of Shakeology, like whatever. It got people in front of me. Get them in front of you and then take their credit cards and change their lives, guys. Like that's what we do. But sometimes you need that push. And if that person isn't right there strapped to your back, you're not going to do it. So for coaching, I'm going to be that person for you. But for the people in your life, you might have to be right there alongside them in order for them to take the jump. Who can you cling to and throw out of an airplane this week? I say the straight face, you don't giggle. Okay, there's the giggle, delayed reaction. Cool. All right, so it is that time of the call where you tell me how the hell your week has been. Duct tape, duct tape, duct tape. Found it. Okay, questions. Same 3 questions, but if you're new, the 3 questions are on a scale from 1 to 10. How would you rate your performance on an action level this week? What numbers have you produced this month as far as sales and recruits? And then is there anything I can help you with? Okay. And we are going to start with Susie. I'm unmuting you. I tried, but I think you pressed it at the same time.
No, I didn't. Can you hear me? Yeah. So tell me again. Sorry, ADD props.
I know, girl. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your action last week?
Okay. I would give myself is 8. I feel like, well, the beginning of the week I was in Vermont with 0 Wi-Fi, so that's why I wasn't on the call last week. So I was struggling for like Monday and Tuesday because I was like, I just want to work. I have all this excitement and fire. And Emily and I was visiting Emily before, and we had like successful work time, and we did a lot of content creation and stuff. So I felt good about that part of the trip. And then I was just like kind of in like no zone land. So I wasn't very happy about that. But then I got home and I crushed it. And then Emily came this weekend to Syracuse, and we had our went to an event with 2 of my other PS coaches, and we talk about like getting people in front of you. I was slanging business cards at that event like it was nobody's business. And then Emily and I had this crazy experience in the coffee shop. I don't know. My in-person game has been really good, and then I've been super productive. I've let go of this feeling of I need to sit at my computer for 6 hours in order to like get shit done. I've just been like, I'm going to live my life and showcase that and do all of the things. And then I'm going to work for 2 hours, hardcore, get it done, and not like stress about everything and about like, you know, doing whatever. And then my numbers, I have Success Club for 2 challenge packs, and then 3 people signed up for like either the $39 one or the Beachbody, like the $99. And I have 1 coach, and I have like 7 people with links in the works. So it's been good. I feel amazing energy from this trip home, from leadership to like now. And I feel really good. And I just want to keep the energy. And you can do that. You can help me by just being here every week and dropping the knowledge.
Yeah.
I feel great. So
Awesome.
I want to spread that energy and keep it up.
Cool. Love it. Allie.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Okay. Last week I probably would give myself like a 9 to a 9.5. I did more of that tracker than I think I've ever done in the past. I usually miss like 1 or 2 things a day here and there, and most of the days I didn't, but I still struggled with my posts a little bit. So I want to get better about like prepping them on Saturdays. I always say I'm going to do it, and I don't ever do it because it's Saturday. So I think I'm going to pick a new day to try to prep my week ahead's post, like maybe Friday instead.
Well, let us know when it is, because then we can, every single one of us can send you a message and be like, are you post prepping yet? Are you post prepping yet? Are you post prepping yet? And if you're getting it from all of us, you'll probably do it.
Okay. I'm going to try for Friday this week.
Everyone write down Friday to message Allie. Legit, I'm writing it in my calendar to message Allie if she's post prepping. Hashtag.
I got most of the posts done at least, like, but they were really last minute and like not as thoughtful as I feel like they could have been. And when I write them like that, I like struggle to tell my story, and it's really sloppy. But and then I'm at Success Club 2. I'm trying to think. I don't have any other recruits for coaching yet, but I've been still talking to my sisters. They kind of fell off the wagon entirely with even like working out. So I've been hounding them to get back on track with that first, which was today. And then I'm going to talk to them more about coaching next week again. And then, I don't know, this week I've been beasting. Like I give myself a 10 the last 2 days. I sent out like 70 invites in the last 2 days. I don't even know what happened. It just happened, and I just did it in like an hour. I don't even know how it happened. I guess I'm like doing what Susie was talking about, like not like, I don't know, avoiding everything I'm doing with all the other stuffs on my to-do list, and instead just like using the time and being productive. And then I've been laying on my couch the rest of the day, which has been really nice. So I like never have free time. But other than that, I feel pretty good. I don't think I need anything from you. Other than your beautiful face.
Wonderful. Check. Got that. Way to go, dude.
Thanks.
How about our little love nug, Becca?
Hi, everybody.
What
Can
up?
you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So this week's been like off for me. It's been a little crazy. I would say probably a 5. Like I just feel like I've been a little overwhelmed. I've been really busy with real estate and it's kind of like gotten me thrown off, but I did hire an assistant that starts after Thanksgiving.
Good.
So that's gonna be scary, but it's exciting because it's gonna help me buy back some time. So yeah, I need to be more consistent in my follow-ups, and it's like I've sent out several share carts and like haven't even followed up with the people. Like they haven't ordered, but I need to go back and follow up with them.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your business activity last week?
I mean, altogether, I would say a 5.
Okay.
That's great. But I did just start like a new 21-day fix extreme yesterday. So I think that's going to help me get on track with my own self. And then I feel like I'm more likely to invite when I'm doing my stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but
100%.
because I feel like I can show them like, hey, this is what I'm doing. So I need to be better. I'm going to be better, not need.
There we go.
Let's see, my numbers, I don't have anything right now. So I have a girl that would be great at coaching. And I've like literally, I don't know, I followed up with her this week but I still need to just basically tell her, you just need to be a coach. She's like posting already on Instagram and she's getting Shakeology every month. So I'm like, you at minimum need to be a discount coach, and she'd be a good coach, I think, too. So
She live in your town?
Yes.
Attach yourself to her back and throw her off the plane, girl.
Yeah, I thought about that when you said that. Yes, I wrote her down. So we're going skydiving, y'all.
That's right. That's what I like to hear. Anything I can help you with?
I think just being you, honestly, like being supportive and, helping us. I don't think anything specifically. It's like I know what I need to do. I struggle with sticking to my schedule, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people, but I don't know. That's one thing.
But you are making one? You are making one? You're making a schedule?
Well, I have a schedule, but do I follow it is a different story.
You have a schedule, but are you writing down your schedule every day, first thing in the morning, of what you're doing every hour of the day?
No.
Do that.
Okay. I'll try it.
So when I'm feeling that day. Pardon?
Right. Just write down like time block that day, every hour. Yeah.
Like whenever I am like, oh my gosh, I haven't written down my schedule yet, and that's why I feel like a freaking mess, disaster zone. I'll write down so right now it's 8:31. So I'd write down the next hour, 9 o'clock, and that's when I'd start it. So I'd write 9, 10, 11, however long I'm going to work or however long my day is going to go. And I write down next to it on the other side of my paper, everything on my to-do list. And then I look at how many hours I have and I fill in things that I already have to do during that time. And then what's left, I fill in with these items. But it makes me a lot less anxious when I know at the beginning of my day, guess what? I'm not going to get through all this. If I can only get through 3 things today, I need to make sure they're the most important 3 things.
Right.
So seeing everything in a list and then being able to choose which ones are the most urgent helps me to feel like I'm more productive. Still probably doing the same number of things, but because I'm doing the things that actually need to get done, feels better.
Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. All righty. Lisbeth.
Good? Yes.
You're good.
All right. So first, before I talk about myself, I was creeping on Allie's page and like screenshotting her posts so that I can like look back at them and be like modeling mine after them. Cause oh my God, girl, you have really good posts.
I've sent them to multiple people this week, Allie, who have given me objections about physical like things. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Allie's posts. Tell me what you can't do.
2, Susanna, you totally like lifted my energy by at least 10% just from your voice. It was so energetic. Like, oh my God, so wonderful. And then 3, Rebecca, one thing that I do is I write it in my calendar. So like, here's what I'm doing. And right next to it is what I have to get done for the day. So I get to like check boxes for like everything before I put in the tracker.
Which she loves. Lisbeth loves checking things off.
Okay, I would say last week there were a few things that I didn't check the box. So I'm probably 90%. Basically, I didn't get to like some new combos. And that business opportunity post. So I know I need to do that this week because I know I'm like, well, it's not, it's 70% without it. So that's one of my questions. It's like, how do you, like, I'm sure I can like do a really good job in craft 1, but how do you do that every week and make it different? So that's one question.
So one thing that I kind of do, and I don't know if this is ideal, but sometimes I'll switch up between business opportunity and challenge opportunity. So like 1 week I'll do, maybe for 2 weeks in a row up until the challenge, I'll do like a call to action post on Sundays related to the challenge groups. And then the 2 weeks leading up to the sneak peek or weeks around that, then I would do call to action for coaching. But it's also really important to remember that only about 2% of your followers see any of your posts. 2%. It's not very many. So even though you feel like sharing it once a week is a lot, I think you'd be surprised at like even viewed by so many. Some people will scroll past it because they're in a hurry or they're looking for something or whatever. So we have to share more often than feels comfortable in slightly different ways. So a few different ways that you could go about it would be, does anyone want to go hear Rachel Hollis speak live with me in July? Kind of like inviting to summit through that, or like, is anyone looking for an accountability partner? Or obviously like the typical coach opportunity post would be sharing your story about what it's done for you. But because it's done so many different things, at least for my life, sometimes I'll highlight more the mindset portion, which Allie has a really good post on that if you check out her page.
Pretty sure I screenshotted it.
Yeah. So like there's the mindset side of it, but then I also will talk about how like being a coach increased accountability, or how it surprisingly helped me to adult a lot better just by having the structure that coaching brings. So like, so yeah, I mean, they are opportunity posts, and they should have some sort of a call to action, like filling out a bio, or like maybe even trying a free workout. Like, is there anyone who would be willing to be a tester for the Shift Shop without saying Shift Shop, but like, I've got a new program coming out, I'm a coach. Is there anyone who would be willing to try this workout for me and let me know what they think? Send them the Shift Shop freebie. So like that would kind of be more of a call to action for challenge, like a challenge opportunity.
So it's kind of like business crumb / product post, but with a call to action.
Yeah.
So then my other question is, then how does the challenger shout out and the motivate differ from all those other posts we're already doing, like business crumb and product post?
Because they're in the challenge group.
Oh, got it.
They don't necessarily have to be. But the other thing is by highlighting somebody else. Like, so you could share it in the challenge group, but then also share it maybe on their page, because it's going to get your name out there in a way that isn't talking about you. So instead of sharing it on yours, you could share it on theirs. Is that what you're asking?
Well, yeah, because I was like, well, I feel like I'm already doing that sometimes for my business crumb. I'm like, here's one of my challengers. She's rocking it.
Yeah. So the Challenger Spotlight one wouldn't be on your page. It would be in the challenge group and on their page.
Okay.
Good questions, dude. Anything else?
Got me strapped to my back, girl.
Anything else I can do to help?
No. Except for come visit.
Except for what?
Come visit.
Come visit. Working on it. Working on it. Okay. Miss Bailey Kai.
Hi.
Hi, beautiful.
I would give myself definitely a 10. I've been working 24 hours straight every single day, and I think I've done way too much, but I don't know. I feel like shit. I need to, like, take a day off.
Why are you working 24 hours a day, Bailey?
Because I don't have anything else to do.
Okay. Well, there's that. Okay.
And I guess Delilah signed a new girl up from Canada. So that's like our first Canadian girl on our team tonight.
Yay!
And then, so yeah, 10 on the tracker, maybe an 8. I just filled in Tuesday. I forgot for today. And then I'm at Success Club 22, 4 new coaches. 2 are discount coaches, and then the other ones I signed up in other business centers. And what was the other one?
Is there anything I can do to help you, rock star psychopath?
Tell me not to work more than an hour and a half.
Yeah, no kidding. Have you and Athena talked anymore about doing a local, like, workout thing to be in public and speak to other humans in real life?
She said she was figuring. Is she not on here anymore?
She was.
She said that she was gonna talk to her husband about taking over the store because they don't close until, like, whatever time. So
even if she doesn't want to do that, Bae, plan it. Plan it for
Well,
something this week.
she said that Wednesday evenings is, like, the only thing that works for her, so that's why.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because then Wednesdays, like, she has to have someone close the store or something. But I could do something this week. I leave Saturday for Oregon, and then I'll be in Hawaii next week. So I'm not working in Hawaii.
There you go. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So maybe something this Wednesday. Just get some girls together, get them in front of you. Because, our town's pretty obsessed with you, so they'll show up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then, I don't know, did you want me to talk about Transform 20 after we're done?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Nothing else that you can think of? That I
No,
can.
really tired.
Okay. Forced breaks. I will remember that. Jen, you want to go next, love? You're a robot. Okay, buddy, this is going to be painful, so I'm going to ask you to type it in. I'm going to ask you to type it in, because I'm not picking up what you laying down. All right, she's typing. We're going to go to Tori.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, first, I'm grateful to be on here, so thanks for, like, adopting me. For those of you guys that don't really know me, I'm like the adopted child of everybody's team, because my coach doesn't really coach. So everybody's adopting me. So this week, I think for the tracker, I give myself like a solid like 7.5 for like invites and stuff like that. But I've been following people like crazy, been connecting with people like crazy. There's always like 20 messages in my inbox. Like I can never get them cleared ever. So that's been helpful, just talking to new people, because that used to be a big barrier for me, like reaching out to new people that have no idea who I am. So posting more has helped me be more confident in that, and then just reaching out to them. And like, even if they don't follow me back, I've started messaging them anyway, like, hey, I started following you a couple of days ago. Your page seems amazing. So how are you? And are you on a fitness journey too? So I've gotten a lot of conversations started with that. I'm at SC2 right now. I did share a cart like with 4 different people today. So that's been good. We'll see what happens there. But as far as like, because I'm so glad you talked about getting in front of people, because I've had a whole lot of old friends recently start watching me more. Like they've been watching me for forever. And I literally just stay home all day now. Like when I'm not at work, and I'll just sit here and work. But I'm like, okay, I need to actually go out and like see people, even though I might not feel up to doing it physically, like just being physically tired. I also hurt my Achilles, so I'm like out of commission for working out for however long. We're on week 3 now, but it's been a blessing in disguise, because I started to be mindset, and I'm down 15 pounds since starting 2 weeks ago, which has been freaking crazy. I was hating so much on this program, you guys. Like, it was so bad. I was like, there's no way I could do this. No way at all. So it's been awesome. So I'm thinking of it as a blessing, rather than like, oh, I'm going to cycle back into my emotional eating because I went to working out to do that for so long. Yeah. So I've been connecting with more people with that, but I've talked to like 4 different longtime friends that I haven't seen in years within the past 2 weeks in person, like going and having lunch or dinner with them. I went wine tasting with a friend last week who I hadn't seen in 2 years. And so we're starting to talk about the programs and everything. And I've been on these people's butts for like forever. So just getting in front of people, it does make a huge difference. And I think one of them might sign up tonight.
Yes. Okay, guys, are we hearing this right now? We are all taking the skydiving challenge. I want to hear in our leaders group who you are skydiving with this week, because like people have strong whys. They want to do it. It's not that they don't want to do it, but sometimes you got to be right there with them, in front of them. So
yeah. I don't think I know what I need to do. I need to I love doing Zoom calls with my friends like Becca and Evie. I'm on Zoom calls with them like all the time. But I also need a power hour with people to like bounce ideas back and forth with. But then I've been most productive sitting here drinking, like a pre-workout of some sort, singing to Disney music, just focused. Like, I don't know why, but it's been that's the only way I can focus now. So I need to do more of that, and more talking to people in front of people. So it's you being on here on calls every week, you showing up and taking an expensive Uber to be on here with us is what I need. So, thank you.
That's right. You're welcome. All right, girl. Great job. Emily.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So fun fact, I worked 12 hours today, so homie has been up since 4. So if my words don't make sense, that's why.
We'll have Susie translate. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And also gonna be that person. What was question number 2? Okay, I'm glad I feel better. All right, cool. All right, I'm just gonna talk then.
Oh, what are your numbers this week as far as sales and recruits?
Okay, thanks, Becca and Kerri. So last week I'm gonna give myself a 9 because technically I didn't do 100%, and I feel like 100% is a 10. But I crushed it. I did all of the things, not necessarily on all of the days. I may have cheated and done extra things on days that I didn't get to them, but they all got done. So yes, feeling good about that. Numbers thus far, It's not cheating. Thank you. Numbers thus far. I'm at Success Club 2. I have lost track of how many share carts I've sent out in the last week and a half. I am using the like intro versus basic package versus my choice of challenge package script. And 100% of the people I am sending it to until just now are going for the intro, which is a little bit of a game changer for me because I've really not ever pitched the $39 option originally ever before. So that's kind of a, like I feel good about planting the long-term seeds, but also it's causing me a little bit of stress because I am motivated by Success Club. And I'm only at Success Club 2 as of right now. It sounds like it's probably going to be 4 by tomorrow morning. So far, of those people, one I think for sure has signed up, and I haven't checked to see who else has yet. No new coaches yet. Several prospects that I'm excited about, and people that I've actually scheduled live calls with, which I'm also excited about.
That is exciting.
What do I need? I'm feeling a little bit like Bailey that I need some time off. But that's probably 12 hours of the ER talking more than anything else. Oh, I liked that quote. Thank you for sharing that. So and kind of my life is very busy this month, which is great for people who are making a lot of excuses about being busy because I haven't had 2 seconds to breathe, but I'm definitely going to take some time, a little bit of time tomorrow and a little bit of time on Thursday to just kind of chill. And I do need to catch up from things that I haven't gotten to yesterday and today because of 12-hour shifts. I don't know that I really need much. I'm happy. I got my shit where it needs to go. I feel good.
All right.
Any feedback you have for me about any of the things, I will gladly hear. That would be the only thing I would need is if you've got any off the top of your head. And that could be for any of you.
Yeah, one thing that's come to mind with a few, not necessarily what you just said, but like kind of everybody, one thing that helps me a lot when I feel like I need to like take a step back and recenter myself or refocus what I'm doing. I told you guys in the past that one thing that I do is I try to focus on service. So like giving things away for free. But when you're at a point of compassion fatigue, for a lack of better words, or you're just exhausted because you're working your ass off constantly, sometimes the last, maybe all you're doing is giving things away for free and giving and giving and giving and giving. So one thing that I follow, that's something that I made up, it's like a scale. I use the acronym SCALE, and some of you have heard me talk about the kind of my version of SCALE, because I always wished, especially when I struggled with eating disorders, I really wish that there was a scale that I could step on that would be like, Kerri, you did a freaking great job this week. Like, you worked your ass off. Well done. You look sexy in those jeans. Make sure you drink more water, okay? Have a great one. Like, that's what I needed. I needed like a compliment sandwich with like an actual to-do list of like one thing to focus on the next day. So I created the new SCALE. So SCALE is an acronym. S stands for schedule. So whenever I'm feeling like really overwhelmed and stressed, the very first thing I do is I make my schedule for the day and I write down the things on it that need to happen, like eating, meetings, and like work. But I make sure eating is on there. And then I plug in something that would just make me happy. So schedule is the first thing. C stands for consume. So what am I going to be eating? Because I know that like one way that I can treat myself well is putting good, healthy food into my body. If I already have a lot of extra stress, the last thing I want to do is add additional stress by stuffing my face with crap. So I want to make this as easy on my body to handle the stress as possible. So not to overload my lymphatic system. A stands for activity. So like physical activity, workouts, but that could also be activity like maybe I want to call up a friend and do a workout with a friend, or maybe instead of talking on the phone with a friend, I want to take my dog for a walk and like talk while I walk. Just like being mindful of actually getting more active, because I know that's something that pours into me. And then L is liquid intake. That's something that falls off when I'm not doing self-care. I never drink enough water. And that makes me unable to think through what I need to do next. So that's not good. And then E is evaluate. So taking that couple minutes a day to just say like, how did today go? What do I need right now? And that's what we're doing on this call, really. We're doing the E portion, right? We're doing the evaluation. But if I go through the day and I start with S, schedule, got it, awesome. C, I knew what I was eating all day. Activity, got it done, cool. But I really didn't drink enough water. That's my focus for the next day. Like that's all I need to think about, because the other ones are kind of within it as habit. So sometimes the one thing I can do for myself if I've done all of those is just take some time to write, think, be alone, be quiet to recharge.
Love that. Cool. I think I just really honestly need to watch some shitty TV for an hour.
Put it on.
I'll probably be happy. That's it.
Good. Sounds great.
Yep.
Okay. Evie. You up, boo?
Sorry, I couldn't find the unmute button.
You were quite quick.
If my dog starts barking, I'm just gonna mute myself and run upstairs, but he's being quiet right now. So for my 1 to 10, what my action, like how I'd rate my action, I would say an 8, just because I feel like I did give it my all, but I would like to increase my invites just a hair. And this week I'm really focusing on combating objections, because I've been really bad at that. Like if somebody's like, I'm busy, I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe when you're not less busy, you can do it. Cause like, I have had really bad experiences with like people yelling at me when I ask them if they have 20 minutes in the day, and they like run through their whole day and tell me no, they don't. And so then I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to just push past that and be less scared of objections. And so that, I think that, and the fact that I actually I had 3 people who were ready to commit, and none of them committed last week. They haven't said no yet. Like the one lady, she's dealing with like a sick family member. So I'm like being very alternating between checking on that and then seeing how she's doing with this. Cause I don't want to be like, so I know your dad just got out of the hospital, but did you hit buy yet? But I'm hoping that like she will come through in the next couple of days. So that's another reason I wouldn't give myself anything higher than that, because I did work really hard. I followed my schedule. I like made my action plan and followed it. But yeah, so
make sure that when you're rating yourself that you are actually basing your score on your action, not on the results.
Control. Yeah. Okay.
Not on the results, 100% on doing the action, because we don't know if that's going to pay off this month, next month.
Right.
If one of those 3 people you could go skydiving with this week, that would be great.
Yeah. So I'm actually, that is kind of what I'm doing. I have a guy he'll be my first guy coach, which is exciting for me. But I've been talking with him back and forth, and he messaged me and was like, can I call you? And I was like, yeah, anytime, call me right now. 4 hours later, I was like, hi, did you forget about me? So I'm going to like nail him down and make him meet up with me, because he said he's really interested in it. So he said that. So it's game on.
Yeah. Way to go, man. Sounds good.
I'm at 0, but I did have one of my 2-week people who I emailed, and she didn't respond to me by the 3 months. So
cool.
That counts, but I didn't really do anything to earn that. It just happened. But maybe my email made her like me and want to stay. So we'll see. But yeah. And then what can you help me with? I have two things.
Mhm.
One, I don't know if you actually can help me with because I've asked a lot of people this, and I have 5 PS coaches. One's my mom, which will eventually be me helping her. But the 4 of them want to work the business is why they signed up. But I am having trouble. Like, I know I can't make them do it, but like I can't get them to do it. So I don't know if there's anything I'm doing wrong. Like, I have a team page, I post in there, I text, I follow up, but like I just want to be like the best coach to them I can be. But I understand that like if they don't want to do it, I can't make them. So any advice on that?
Yeah, definitely. Do they want to do it?
They say they do. Like,
Cool.
they literally all 4 of them joined saying they wanted to business build.
Okay, so it sounds like maybe they need a push group. They need so what we do with this group is, I mean, ideally by the end of the month, if you guys have done the activities and you have a team to bring it back to, that's when you duplicate it for your team. You have them fill out the form, you have them join in and do the tracker with you, and you lead 15 minutes of ridiculous motivation things of your choice, and then ask them the 3 questions. Like, this is a system to duplicate. So I would say the same way that we need to have a start date for a challenge group and build excitement around what the challenge group is going to be, or launching a new program or whatever it is, you need to do the same thing with coaching. And also recognize that people coming in saying, I used to like put all my hopes and dreams on people talking. They would like, I've probably had 100 coaches at some point that have said that they wanted to build this business. And I'm like, Craig, they want to quit their job and do this forever. Like, I don't know. I thought we were going to be millionaires or something because like everybody said it. But then now I know that talk is cheap, right? Like, show me what you got, but we got to give them, we have to give them the opportunity to rise to that. And if like, for me, it's about having a strong onboarding system, and for them to know when you onboard them, like, hey, checking in constantly, like, hey, do you feel like you could do this with somebody else? Like, could you send this email, copy and paste the same email that I just sent you? Could you also copy and paste this email? Because I copied and pasted it and sent it to you. Could you do the same if somebody wanted to sign up? And they're like, yeah, I think I could. Cool. Sounds like you're ready to be a coach. Right? Like, as long as they feel like the system is something like, could you guys copy this form and like delete all the names and put other people's names in it? Could you do that? You're able to do, okay. So it's a system that duplicates then, right? So I have to check myself all the time and think, do they know what to do? Like, do they know what it would mean to do a good job? Those 4 people, do they know, you know what I mean? Like, you have to ask yourself as a leader, like, okay, so I want them to do things. They say they want to do things, but they're not doing things. Do they know how to do the things? And is there any urgency around them doing them? How would it benefit them? Instead of the what, the why. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I just posted, so like an example the other day, because like Pat's my coach, and Pat always asks me like, what's your why? Because that's like a really big thing, like, what is your why? But I felt like one of my girls kind of, Barrett, I'm talking right now. Oh, that worked. I felt like one of my girls didn't really know what that meant. So I kind of wrote a big post, like, it's not just like, why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? Like, who in your life is going to benefit from this? What is your dream life? And I made a big post, and I like really got deep about mine and tagged all of them and was like, share some of this with me. And nobody did. So that was like kind of sad, because I really just like laid myself out there and like shared personal things. And yeah, but I'm just showing up still, and I'm going to still keep posting stuff and checking
So-
in. And
So you sharing that was motivation. That's not mentoring. That's
Right.
motivation. So with motivation, we cannot expect to get anything back ever, because even my best coaches in the entire world don't see a lot of my posts, and I don't see a lot of things because we're busy people. Has nothing to do with your why or you as a leader. You just need to recognize that when you post something in your group, it is motivation, and it is there for them to learn and grow from and just share with them. And if you want them to start doing what you're doing, you need to motivate, but you also need to mentor them, which means not posting in the coach page and expecting them to reciprocate, right? Because they're not at your level yet. They probably haven't done as many programs, as much personal development, or as many team trainings as you've done. So they're just not at your level yet. So we need to, pretend like it's like we got to get them psyched and have a start date and figure out what their whys are. And you may have to do that one by one. I used to be like, hey, will you, Lisbeth, will you post that in the coach group? Hey, will you post that? Allie, will you post that in the coach group? Hey, will you share that in the challenge group? Like constantly. It takes a long time to build up a coach page with people participating. It's hard. It takes a lot of hard work. So basically what I'm telling you is everything that you're experiencing is 100% normal. They are all like little rites of passage. If there were Girl Scout badges for coaching, you would earn some of them, and we would celebrate that you are now even more part of the team. Congratulations on your accomplishments of being ignored. You are a coach.
Yay! Second thing, Victoria, Becca, and I are doing a little mini team retreat. And if it works into your travel the world lifestyle, we'd love you to come.
Where? When?
In
Post
West
the
Virginia.
details. Maybe
We
we'll...
haven't like picked a date yet, but we're doing it in West Virginia.
Okay, well the date's kind of important if you want me to show up. So
we're narrowing that down. We'll be in touch. But yeah, anyone can.
Okay, and Kay Bella. It's winter in Garden City, I see.
Hello.
Hello.
I would say on an action level, definitely a 10. I'm for those of you who don't know, I'm starting my own holistic wellness coaching business. I'm in the process of trying to find a supervisor, and I had somebody. I've had a couple people I get like super excited about them, and I'm like, yes. And then they share something with me, and I start to think about it, and it's like, okay, I need to, maybe step back and reevaluate. So, so I have found somebody that I really like. I need to talk to her and kind of see how that goes. We have started talking to different businesses in the area to try and sell our restaurants so we can move. So I would definitely say like everything I'm doing, I kind of like what Bailey was saying about, I have a hard time stopping myself sometimes out of boredom. It's like, what else am I going to do? So either I can chill and try to watch a movie and not really be interested because my mind is still spinning, or I can just continue to work, but then I burn out. So I'm really trying to find that balance between like, okay, I did well today. I hit some of my markers as far as like building up my business. It's really, honestly, like I found a really good person that I've started following like on YouTube. She has a lot of like free resources, and I think it's really helped me to further define my vision and my focus. And so, so some of those resources I feel like really would be beneficial to share with you guys. So I may start trying to share more of those with you. But Kerri, you talked about like Chalene Johnson's thing, and so there's a lot of this in there that kind of helps you break down like a business plan and a business model. And as you're thinking about, really setting this up and establishing it as a business, we need to know where you're focused and who you're targeting, and and really understanding their likes and their dislikes, their habits, their their quirks and things about it's self-exploration, but it's also just finding where you're best going to be serving. And so it's been really cool to kind of see that for myself. But anyway, I could go on because I'm excited about that. But I'd say as far as numbers, that's not really on the radar right now because I'm still in the working stages. But then the only number I really care about is getting that supervisor, and the other number is getting the restaurant person. So I really only need 2 people, but definitely, yeah, we keep talking to people. So I guess if you qualify those or count those as those contacts, and yeah, we've definitely been doing that. And then if I have any questions, not that I can think of at the moment. I feel like it's there's a lot of research when it comes into how this is all going to transfer to North Carolina and things with that. So I think that's mainly where my questions are right now. Like, okay, how does the financial aspect work in North Carolina for building a business? Or
Yeah, you're on your own with that shit, girl.
what regulations do I need to be looking for? It's like, yeah, so it's not that right. No questions for you right now, but maybe once I start with people. But yeah.
All right, rock on, girl. I miss you. Delilah, are you on? I know, Delilah, you're working and you have your little ear pods. Let me just check my comments real quick. She may not be able to share.
Well, I'm free now. I'm driving home now.
Hi.
Hi.
How would you rate your action on a scale from 1 to 10 last week?
Like a 5.
Okay.
I did sign up a new challenger while we were on a call.
Woo.
So I feel pretty accomplished about that.
Yay, cool.
And then, I mean, as far as like me reaching out to people, I've been trying to do it, but kind of went through some big life changes recently and going to be moving back to Oregon here within like the next week. But yeah, so I've just been focusing on like one, keeping track of like the people that I've been talking to, and then 2, like focusing on like my social media just so I can gain more followers and reach out to more people. But yeah, I feel like I want to push harder, and that's what I've really been like trying to do. And I've done a lot of personal development and kind of just getting out of my head and realizing like I can do it.
Yeah. Is there anything I can do to help you this week?
Yeah, just keep me accountable. I really like the tracker thing because I feel like that really helped me. This girl that I just signed up, I've been talking to her for like weeks, and then finally she switched over from another company to be with Beachbody. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. That's very cool. Well, if you can think of anything else, you guys, I want to respect your time. So did I miss anybody? I've looked into all of your eyes. I just can't remember if it was like mutual or if you all spoke or if I was just staring at you. I'm pretty sure everybody spoke though. So we're gonna.
Kerri.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Susie.
Do you think you could share with us the tracker that you use for like the beginners? Because I would love to implement this for my team, but Emily and I don't really have like, we wouldn't have like a leadership one yet. We would need more of a beginner one.
Yeah,
for, like,
I can absolutely share that with you. It is it doesn't have 2 posts a day. It has 1, and then it has share on your story. And then everything else for the most part is the same, except it doesn't have goal setting. Every single, you do have to say what your numbers are every single day, but it doesn't have the like motivate and mentor categories. Those are only for the leaders. So yeah, I'll share that with you. No problem. Does somebody have a phone where they can take our picture? Hearts. Whoever holds the phone has to do a peace sign. I don't know where my phone is. It's somewhere in Danielle's apartment. Somebody, okay, yeah. I'll do hearts. Somebody taking this? You got it? Are we good? Okay, cool. All right, so we've got hearts, and now if you guys want to stay on, especially if you're a Fit Crew coach, you need to stay on so you can hear what Bay has kind of set up for us. And if you're not a Fit Crew coach, you're welcome to stay on and still listen and get some ideas from the master. Baby Bay, the youngest coach of the Fit Crew.
I'm so tired.
The girl who needs to take a break.
I need to go to bed. So, hi. Oh, they were waving bye.
She's hilarious.
There's a group called Rising Up Together 2019, Transform 20, and I've posted it in a couple of the message threads. So I don't know if you guys are all in it. I'm sure you are. Are you guys in it?
I don't know, but it's called Rising Up Together.
Yeah, and so that we need to start inviting our people to that group. It's called Rise Up with Transform 20.
Okay.
Look at that.
Cool. And
so we're inviting our people to that right now. Current customers and then coaches. And I had an idea where, you know how we did like the summer flash sale thing?
mm-hmm.
Well, to get like new people on board to get into the group, I was thinking of doing something like the flash sale, but not really like a sale, just let me show you. It's called like Give the Gift of Health. So it'll be, I'll just show you my photos real quick. So it'll just be like Give the Gift of Health, and it'll be the 4th through the 7th.
I'm only seeing your online office. Is that what you're wanting to show us?
Oh, can you not see this? Oh, I have to like click it, right? Oh. Can you see it now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Give the Gift of Health will be for like new people on your Facebook or Instagram that like have never been in your challenge groups or have never ordered anything from you. I mean, if you have a different way to invite them to it, then that's fine, but we can do this. It'll be the 4th through the 7th, so like you can invite them now to it. But they'll have from the 4th through the 7th to like purchase VIP access or like the challenge pack basically. And if they do, then we'll just do like another prize drawing. So that's one way we could invite. I think I'll post that in like a week or something and add my people to it.
Will you share, so like with that graphic, would you mind sharing, do you already have an invite script for that of like how you're inviting people to it?
Yeah, I think, where did I put that? I think I'm just gonna like post it on Facebook, probably just Facebook, not Instagram, because like a lot of people on Instagram already know about it because I'm like just doing stories with Transform 20. But on Facebook, I'm going to say, let's see. Hold on.
Maybe you and I can work on that, Bay, at some point when you're not taking a break.
Yeah, I'm just going to post this basically. It'll just say like create your free Beachbody account here once I message the people that want to be in it. And then they'll just do like the free Beachbody account so that I know they're under like that they are there. And then I'll just add them to the group basically. Okay. And then if they don't purchase, that's fine. They won't be into the drawing. But if they do, then maybe they'll like invite their friends and family or something.
Yeah, cool. That sounds
so there's
good.
that. So that Transform 20 group it starts the 26th. So we'll start like posting stuff. In our test group, they launched that this weekend. They'll be announcing pricing and like packages that are going to go on sale. So 12/4 it goes on sale, but we just don't know how much it's going to be. So 12/4 goes on sale. They have until I think like the 7th to purchase or whatever. And then if they do, then they'll get into the next group, which is like a hybrid. We're going to do like a hybrid Shaun T calendar. And then it'll just lead up until the January release, I guess. Okay. But that's all in like, I posted that somewhere. I don't really know where I posted it.
Okay, we can talk about that tomorrow, Bay.
Yeah, so just the main thing is just adding your people to Rise Up with Transform 20 right now. And that's it, I guess. All the directions are in there.
what's the difference between Rise Up and Give the Gift of Health?
Oh, so I mean, like, Rise Up is just, like, the name of the group, but we're just going to say, like, Give the Gift of Health and join our, like, new program group.
Same group, though?
Yeah, that's in the Rise Up group. That's where stuff's going to be. What?
That's what you're posting about here when to be added to the group. You mean the Rise Up group?
Yeah, I mean, I can change the name. I just thought of that idea last night, so I didn't know.
But it's basically, this is the Transform 20 launch group that we're talking about, right?
Yeah, so we'll just, like, give them, once we message them, we can just give them details, like, of what the program's like, I guess, and then however you guys want to do it. I mean, I don't really have anything planned out.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe if I work on something, I can share it with you guys too, and we can put together like a script for our downline. But I'm going to go ahead and say good night, Bae. You have certain sweet dreams, and I love you, and good night, and get some rest.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.